Hey, John.
Hey Eric, how's it going tonight?
It's going great. It's going great.
Playing with danger.
Playing with danger. Yes, I made the mistake. Well, we'll see if it was a mistake. I upgraded my Mac to the latest Mac OS 26 beta 7, I think it is, thinking because I had some other things I wanted to test and I'll just upgrade. It's close enough now that I could just and then I'm like, "Oh, this is also the machine I record the podcast on, and I use a third party tool, which when you launch it now, it says, warning, this has not been fully tested on macOS 26 Tahoe. You may find issues. So
Yeah,
I'm recording on a system that may or may not work. I did some tests. It appears to work fine. I went out and read their blog. It's Rogue Amoeba's audio hijack,
yeah,
and
maybe.
it'll be fine. It's
It'll
fine.
be fine. I'm hearing a couple of clicks.
Oh, really? Is
So I
it
don't know.
popping?
I don't know if it's my but
Okay.
anyway, it's fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll be
All's well.
fine.
Episode 402.
402, if you're listening, payment is required.
I had no idea that was the 402 error code. I had to look it up.
Payment required. Yeah.
Uh,
I planned, I missed 400, you know,
yeah, bad
but I got
request.
401 and 402. Tomorrow or next week will be 403.
Yeah, forbidden.
And then 404, we're just not going to have a podcast.
Okay, I think I might set the title to 402 payment required.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I
I,
did.
I didn't know that. Look at that though. The Wikipedia says that Google Developers API uses this status if a particular developer has exceeded the daily limit on requests,
Hmm.
and Shopify uses the code when the store has not paid their fees and is temporarily disabled. So if you want to know who's in arrears at Shopify, I guess that is
Yeah.
a side
Scan
channel.
all their
I guess
sites.
not a side channel; it's a direct channel.
Who has
um,
not been paying their bills?
yeah.
Yeah.
Stripe uses this code for failed payments where parameters were correct. For example,
Hmm.
blocked fraudulent payments.
There you go.
Honestly, I did not know that. There you go.
And then it kind of dies off to 415 and then 429. I mean, there's some, I think there's a 407 and there's a few others, but they're like old or deprecated or so. The other ones that I know of that I think are in use are 415 and 429.
There's a
So,
button. No, it goes all the way up. Like the
mm,
Wikipedia list of
yeah, yeah,
HTTP
it'll have
status
them all.
codes has so 410 is gone,
Oh,
gone.
yeah.
411 length required. 412 precondition failed. 413 payload too large.
Hmm.
414 URI too long.
Hmm. What's
And then for
415?
unsupported media type.
There we go.
That's probably why you know that one.
Yeah.
How about 416? Range not satisfiable. I really wish that byte range downloading that has been supported for forever was actually in better use so that resumable downloads actually worked.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. There you go. John's rant for the day. How about how about this week? Did you have a good weekend? Everything good?
Yeah, yeah. I got a bug and I have started a 3D printing project. I got inspired and I made some of these cool little luggage tags or backpack tags.
Okay.
And I'm trying to go. I haven't received it yet. It shows up on Friday, but some epoxy resin that I'm going to color. And then, so I built these tags with some recessed areas like names and words and different
Uh-huh.
things. And I'm going to fill it with some epoxy and then they'll be
Uh-huh.
flat. It'll be fun.
Yeah,
So
that's totally awesome.
it's just
You
my
should
fun
plan
project.
on um you, you need to polish them.
Sand and
Well,
polish. It does say, because I think I'll need to sand. I don't know about
but
polish.
sanding, well, sorry, I guess when I say polish, sanding resin is like you'll get marks, sand marks on it. But if you
Right.
sand up through like 1500 grit
Hmm.
or so, you should be okay. If you need some high grit sandpaper, I've got it.
I I have some coming from Amazon, but
Oh, well, there you go.
if I
But that's what
need,
I mean by polish. I don't mean like
okay, okay,
I
right,
don't mean like auto polish. I mean like sand all the way
okay,
up through like 1500.
gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Um,
okay, yeah.
but yeah, I've got the fun things. Semi related, not really semi related, I guess. But I have a USPS package delivery, and I can't tell who it's from. It's either my passport renewal, which is boring,
Hmm.
or it's that Eufy printer, which would be exciting.
Oh, does it have a weight?
I looked, I didn't see
Uh,
one. I so
hmm.
I don't know. I mean,
Okay,
yes, you were thinking the same way I was thinking.
okay.
If I maybe if I click view order instead of view tracking. Anyway, it says Saturday by 9 o'clock. So I'm either going to have a fun or boring weekend. Um, so
Okay, we'll find out.
it's kind of one
Stay
of those.
tuned.
Yeah, that's tautologically speaking. Yeah. So good luck with the epoxy. That's fun.
Yeah, I that'll be my weekend project. So I'm looking forward to it.
That'll be
Fingers
awesome.
crossed.
That'll be awesome. I had a weekend project because my my son, who is gone for a few weeks, was doing laundry on
Mm-hmm.
I guess Thursday night
Okay.
as he was trying to get stuff gone. And so his last load of laundry, he's like, "Well, it was just really wet, so I just took it out and put it in the dryer." I'm
Oh
like,
no.
"I'm sorry, what?" And so he's like, "Well," and my wife was like, "John, can you go look at the wash with your son?" And I go,
Yeah.
and of course, it's full of water, like it didn't drain at all.
Right.
So that last load did not get cleaned.
You got-
But whatever. Okay, he's a
yeah.
teenager.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm like, well, that's not good. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I got him dropped off at the airport. He's gone. He's having fun. Friday, no, Friday was busy. I couldn't do it Friday. So the
Mm-hmm.
washer sat with water in it all day Friday. And then Saturday morning, I was like, all right, somebody's got to do this. And I guess that's me. So
Mm-hmm.
I watched some YouTube, and YouTube says this is how you check your washer filter. Same like the dryer has a filter, the washer has a filter. I have had this washing machine for at least two houses, and we moved here 10 or 11 years ago. So they're not young washer and dryer. I did not know that there was a filter to be cleaned. Okay, so first thing I did, pull it
Okay.
out, take the filter out. Didn't seem plugged. I'm like, oh, this is not actually work. This is not gonna be worth it. I mean, I had to like, bail out the
Right.
drum
Yep. Yep.
and then get a shop vac, take out the filter so I could do the wet vac, and then I just eked the
Uh-huh.
filter drain plug enough that it was like weeping water, and set it up with the shop vac there and just let it sit for 10 minutes while it sucked out all the rest of the water that I couldn't scoop out because the drum's in the way. Anyway, whatever, TMI, doesn't matter. The net is that I changed the filter. I don't know, there was some stuff. It wasn't nearly as bad as I feared that it was going to be. Put it all back together, ran a wash. No, it did not drain. And so I'm listening to the thing go, and I'm like, I don't know, that motor doesn't sound like it's draining or it's running right. And there was kind of some black, residue, like what I view it as like metallic, potentially metallic residue. Who knows? There's so much water in there. So I was like, well, crumb, um, give me a part. I looked on Amazon. You could buy them for like $30. These it's basically a water pump, and you can buy them for like $30. And I'm like, well, how I've had mediocre luck on Amazon with parts. Call up the local appliance place, and they had the exact part where I was kind of guessing on Amazon. It looked like the similar thing. Of course, it was $130 instead of $30. I'm like, whatever. You know what? I can get it. I can have it in my hands. I have like support a local business. Did it. It took another while, but hey, So there you go. That pretty much consumed my Saturday because, of course, I had to go to Lowe's
Right.
again after everything was all together because I didn't have the appropriately sized like clamp for the hose clamp to put the hose back on. And
Right.
then the clamp that they had given me at the appliance place, I think the guy that I talked to at the register was not actually an appliance repairman, and I should have known better. But he gave me a clamp that fit over the where the hose goes, but without the hose on it. And reader, it did not work when to put the hose on the port. So anyway, whatever. I think I made 2 trips to Lowe's on Saturday. Not just for this project. There were 2 different projects, but anyway, I remain completely incapable of completing a project with 0 or 1 trips to Lowe's. So anyway,
Okay.
it is what it is. But
All right.
I was able to do laundry Sunday, and laundry
Bonus.
was done, which is good.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. And so the washer lives for another X years, and why not? Okay.
All right. Yeah, good deal.
Anyway, but yeah, your washer has a filter.
Okay. I hope I don't have to do that for a while because we just got new washer and dryers a couple years ago.
Okay. Well, there you go. I at least had to take off the bottom panel in order to get to the filter. It's not a easily accessible thing like the lid.
It's not meant to be changed by a consumer.
I don't know. I guess it depends on. I guess I'm not a YouTube connoisseur of the videos. The YouTube video I watched made it implied that you were a fool if you had not changed your filter on a relatively frequent basis. And I'm like, capital F here, I guess. So, okay. Anyway, it is what it is.
Okay.
But there you go. All right. Topic this week.
All right. So my topic is on a new, well, it's not new. It's been around, but it's an evolved. And I just like the name of it. It's the Noodlophile. Noodlophile. I read Noodlophile.
Noodlophile?
Noodlophile Stealer. It's a piece of malware.
Noodlophile. Sorry.
And it's used in targeted copyright phishing campaigns. So the attackers go after enterprises that have a strong social media presence. So some business enterprise that is followed by large numbers of people, and they go from different platforms and they send out copyright infringement notice emails to trick employees, and they either spam them or they send them to like info at companydomain.com, abuse at company domain. So they it's kind of a spear phishing on some level. And what it is it tries to trick the employees into downloading malicious files. And then once that malicious file is down, like they download the PDF that explains what the supposed copyright infringement is from whatever company, and it sideloads a DLL and steals browser logins, credit card information, tries to gather as much details about the company security systems as possible. It's a data exfiltration tool.
It's a stealer.
Yeah, it's a stealer. And so when the user clicks on the malicious link in the email, it goes and downloads the payload. The payload uses a technique called DLL sideloading, exploits vulnerabilities in the legitimate applications to execute malicious code, and it does it through a couple different methods. And the payloads themselves are often delivered via Dropbox or Drive or other, trusted locations, and they're stuck inside other files of different types.
Hmm.
Anyways, it's just a very entertaining way to go after a company by saying, "Hey, copyright infringement notice," which companies are usually try to be pretty quick to either refute or
Yeah.
figure out, all right, which one of my employees did this and who do I have to go yell at to remove it. So there's a lot more
Hmm.
detail in the article. It's Morphisec is the company that
Oh,
has the blog post,
okay.
and that's all
We've
I
done
have to
stuff
say
with them
about that.
before.
Hmm.
Um, Noodlophile.
Mm-hmm. It's got a nice little picture that tells you how it goes.
Yeah.
Step A, step B, step C,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
shorteners,
I guess I was
Python
trying to
code.
figure out if when it says that it has scripts that look or uh, self-extracting archives that look like PNG images.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like polyglots?
Don't know.
Hmm. Just curious.
Good stuff. More details in the article.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Um. Yeah. Don't click on links. Don't click on links. And the
Yeah.
nice, and I say nice, I'm air quoting. So this sort of stuff can be automatically opened in some um, environments, which is
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, my topic. So DEF CON was last weekend, or
Mm-hmm.
the I think this came from a interview that was done before the DEF CON talk that by the author who was Eaton Zever. But I'm gonna say it like the end in mind. The takeaway is that two simple API vulnerabilities blasted the doors open, and it's always related to authentication. If you're going to get those wrong, then everything just falls down. So that's kind of like it's always DNS. It seems like
It's
in like
always
web
authentication.
security. I mean, yeah, it's authentication or authorization of some sort, maybe that
Mm-hmm.
is the bane. So this was a talk about a vulnerability, which was sounded like it was disclosed in February and fixed in a few weeks. So
Okay.
hypothetically not exploitable at the moment. And they did not announce, at least in this, I didn't see if there was somewhere else, but who the car manufacturer was. But it was basically a dealer portal for it says a major car maker with quote
Okay.
multiple sub brands
Mm.
where uh, the researcher who works for Harness, by the way, was able to create a national admin account via the dealer management portal, and that gave him all sorts of rights. So, they don't say exactly how stuff happened here. Maybe he did more in his talk, but he said it said while the security flaws in the portal's login system was a challenge to find, once he found it, the bugs let him bypass the login mechanism altogether by permitting him to create a new, quote, national admin account. The flaws were problematic. Here's what I thought was kind of the key quote. Because the buggy code loaded in the user's browser when opening the portal's login page, allowing the user, in this case Zever, to modify the code to bypass the login security checks. That sounds as if the authorization check itself was done in JavaScript that was sent to the browser to execute.
Okay.
You read that the same way I read that? Like,
Mm-hmm.
like I think rule number 2, I don't know what rule number 0 and 1 would be, but is like clients are malicious. And so like you can never trust client code. Um,
Right.
maybe rule number 0 is dates are hard. But yeah, so I don't know exactly what was done here, but having done this and given the account, He said that he was able to view the personal information and financial data of any of the car maker's customers, their tracked vehicles, and could enroll customers in features that allowed the owners or the hackers to control their car's functions
Okay.
remotely.
Uh-huh.
So, for example, he was able to take a unique identification number, just like walking by a car in a parking lot, go look it up on the portal and find out who it belonged to.
Mm-hmm.
He was able to pair a vehicle with a mobile account. So he took one of his friend. He said he got permission from a friend who he knew, and would granted him access because in the car dealer portal, all the dealer quote person at the dealership had to do was check a box that said, I understand that this person is authorized to have access to this car.
Right.
So if you were a nefarious individual with access to this, you would just go walk by a car in a parking lot, say, "Oh, yes, I would like this person to have access to this car." Take control with the mobile app, unlock the vehicle. Done.
Mm-hmm.
Easy peasy. He said he didn't test whether he could drive away, aka like you can do remote start, but can you? Does it act as a remote key? And I mean, some apps do, some apps don't. And so supposedly, like I said, disclosed in February, fixed in a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Probably given the age of software or car maker's software, probably wasn't vibe coded.
Right. So they have that going for them.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens in another year or two.
Yeah.
But there you go. That was my topic.
All right.
So
very nice.
I'm like, is it Ford? Because
yeah. I have two Fords in the family that are wired up to the app with remote start, and I have a daughter. Hers, she uses that all the time. Remote. She forgets to lock the doors, and she remote locks them. This is great, but it's also makes security and dad nervous because if she can do it from an app, so can someone else. All good.
Yes. Well, it's very convenient.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of times. In fact, I found myself at the store at one point and was like, wait, I don't have my keys in my pocket. Where are my keys? And how am I driving?
Oh, I have my phone.
On my phone is my passport.
There you go.
So anyway. All right. How about something fun tonight?
All right. I think I mentioned this a while ago, but the Martian Contingency, so book 4 of the Lady Astronaut series, is out, and I have it on Libby, and I took it with me on vacation 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And I did not read it while I was on vacation.
Oh, shame on you.
And I have 6 days left on the checkout from the library, the digital checkout in Libby. So I've been trying to cram the book in the spare moments I have here, there, and yonder.
Okay.
But it's good. It's good. They're now on Mars, and things start happening on Mars. So
you had mentioned that before. I still haven't read it. I really need to. Because I really did enjoy that series.
Yeah. So because that was such a short one, I asked Gemini, tell me some fun facts about space. And it gave me a list of like 20, and I picked out 3. So here are my 3 AI-enabled fun facts about space.
Are they true, or are they hallucinations?
You tell me. That's part of the fun here.
Oh, come on.
1 day on Venus is longer than 1 year on Venus. Now, here's the reasoning.
Okay.
It takes Venus 243 Earth days to complete one rotation on its axis. So that's a day. So it takes
Okay.
243 Earth days for Venus to
To
have a
rotate.
single day. But it only takes 225 Earth days for it to orbit the sun. So one complete orbit around the sun is faster in Earth days than it takes Venus to basically do one complete
Pirouette.
rotation. Yeah. So there you go. One day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus.
I think I believe that.
Okay. Nice. All right. Fun fact number 2. The sun accounts for 99.86% of the mass in our entire solar system.
I will buy that too.
And Jupiter makes up the remaining mass, basically.
Most of the rest.
Yeah. All right. And this is the one that I thought, because I was reading this Lady Astronaut book, and there was some mention of this in the book. The sunset on Mars is blue. Believe
Why?
it or not. Well, due to the way the Mars atmosphere scatters light is different than how Earth's atmosphere, because Earth's atmosphere scatters filters out. Apparently on Mars, as it scatters the light, the sunsets are blue. You're fact checking me now. If you ask
AI,
Gemini, it's going to
why
tell
to
you.
do this. Why are Mars sunsets blue? Oh, look at that! It actually command completed that.
Yeah. Well, don't read the AI overview. Look at the first link, which is from NASA.gov.
I see that from 2019.
Yeah. So the science.nasa.gov site, that first link actually has some pictures that shows the sunset actually is kind of blue, a bluish glow.
That's pretty cool.
That's a fun fact that I did
Okay.
not that
I did not
was
know
not
that.
aware of. So there you go. Those are 3 fun facts that, the sun one was an easy one, but the other 2 I did not know those. So.
Okay. That's awesome.
Right.
That's fun.
You're something fun.
All right. AI, all the things. So this is some MIT researchers have used AI. So AI has been used to try and find drugs for a while now. But
Right.
the difference in this is that they used generative AI to attempt to generate some drugs to kill a particular 2 potential antibiotics against drug-resistant strains, of one for gonorrhea and one for MRSA, atom by atom. So from the atom up.
Gotcha.
Again, cut to the chase. One of the problems with this is that actually manufacturing the drugs that AI comes up with is difficult. And so it said they were only able to manufacture 2 of the 80 most promising prospects. But they work in the Petri dish and on mice, lab mice.
Right.
So there's still a long way, obviously, from being able to even engage in human trials. But let me actually go jump to some of this stuff. So, motivation is that since we've been using general antibiotics for so long, antibiotic-resistant strains of bacteria are more and more common. And the quote in here was that infections that resist treatment are now causing more than 1 million deaths a year from antibiotic-resistant strains. And they've been working on more and more exotic antibiotics, depending on what's going on, and limiting the use of antibiotics, et cetera, et cetera. But I sort of said this, but that researchers have previously used AI to trawl through thousands of known chemicals in an attempt to identify ones with potential to become new antibiotics. But this is, ground up. It said atom by atom.
Right.
Quote from the researcher from MIT. AI can enable us to come up with molecules cheaply and quickly, and in this way expand our arsenal and really give us a leg up in the battle of our wits against the genes of superbugs. But it, like as with many of these things, medicine related, it's proof that it worked on my machine. Now it needs to work on somebody else's machine,
Right.
and then it needs to be able to scale out and not actually, kill people when actually used in humans. Which is there. I didn't pull out the quote, but there was some other stuff in there about like, we really extension of this needs to be grading the candidates based on their possible interactions with the human system, which is certainly possible to have as part of the loss function.
Right.
But anyway, it doesn't sound like it was done in here. This was just kind of a proof that, hey, we can do this, we can manufacture it, they work.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. So there you go. Something fun.
Very cool. All right.
Something fun.
Hey, the AI for good. I'm all for AI for good.
Exactly. Says the guy that's using Gemini like 4 times a day for good.
For entertainment.
Yeah,
personal entertainment.
That's good.
Which is
That's
good.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, I do find it hilarious that someone will say something, and you used to be able to go to like these. AI has killed meme generator sites. Like
yes.
you could go to meme generator sites and pick a picture. It hasn't killed them, but
yeah.
I used to go to those, but it took too long, and now it's a quick prompt, and 30 seconds later, I can upload a picture in the chat at work and irritate people.
No, it's
entertain myself.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. I laughed. I cried. But
all right.
Have a good evening.
Yeah, you too.
I'll
we'll
talk
see
to you
you
later.
Bye.